Okay, the next one has a mass of 35 grams. So here's my mass, kilograms. Is suspended from a support. So the force, remember, is mass times gravity. So this has a weight of 350 newtons. And this is my point that I'm concerned with. We'll call this T1. We'll call this the force they're looking for. And we'll call this T2, which means on my mass, I also have T2 up. So T2 has to be equal to the weight of that block. And now I'm just going to split into my x's and y's again. Sum of the forces in the x direction have to be equal to 0, and the sum of the forces in the y direction have to be equal to 0. So in the x direction, I have T1x plus F equals 0. And you know that if this angle is 37 here, so 37, this is 90. 90 plus 37 adds together to get 127, which means that this angle right here is equal to 53 degrees. So T1x, if this is 53 degrees, is equal to negative T1 times the cosine of 53 plus F equals 0. So again, we have two unknowns here, so we're going to switch over to the y direction. So in the y direction, you have T1y minus T2 equals 0. So T1y has to be equal to T2. So T1 times the sine of 53 equals 350. And now you can solve for T1. And you get T1 equals 438 newtons. Now in their answer key they use 9.8, so they're slightly smaller than we are. Now I can plug this in over here and solve for F. And when I plug that into my calculator, I get F equals 264 newtons. Again, slightly different than the answer key because we use 10 for J.